went and bought a bunch of yarn, which made me so happy because seeing so many colors just makes me so happy. I bought all of this yarn to start a project, only to get home and feel excited about another project that was in the queue that I already had the yarn for. And so I started it. And it is a filet blouse by, don't know her name. I'm going to put the name here. I'm forgetting it right now. But this is the Lily Lace top pattern. And I have printed my grid for the actual filet design, and I am following the instructions. One of the reasons why I thought I didn't want to start with this project was because I wanted to try something easy, kind of like just watching TV and not having to focus on a pattern and like counting and all of that. And for whatever reason, I felt like opening the PDF file for this pattern, and it just felt really straightforward. I love that the instructions are like so clear. Love the instructions so far. There's pictures. There's a good amount of description of what every single step means. There's a lot of customization for like my size or anyone's size. Love all of that. I've only worked off of 2 other patterns, and the first one I had to figure out a lot. Mind you, that was my first pattern that I was following. So I was like, okay, this may be normal because I've never used a pattern before, never followed a pattern before, and obviously I'm a beginner. So maybe normal. I kind of enjoyed the fact that I had to research a lot of things because that means that I'm learning more things. All of this to say that this specific pattern for this filet blouse or top feels like a dream, because I feel like this person is just like holding my hand and like really showing me everything that is needed. It is definitely not like a straightforward pattern that I'm just like following the number that they give me, because it is so customized. So based on my measurements, there is a spreadsheet that I put in there, and the spreadsheet gives me the number of chains or stitches or whatever it is that the pattern requires based on my measurement. And so it does require reading and following directions and really understanding what it is that I have to do so that I get the numbers right. But the rows are long enough that they're allowing me to kind of like read the direction, understand what is needed in this row, different than the last one, and then just going with it. So maybe because I don't crochet really fast or whatnot, it seems to be chill enough that I can follow direction, understand what I need to do, and then like watch TV or do whatever, watch a podcast, watch whatever. So that's been cool. It's been way too long since I recorded any update for this project because it has taken me really long to actually finish this project. I haven't checked when I started it, but I want to say it's been like 2 months, which feels like it was an unnecessary drag for this project. And honestly, I don't even remember what I have recorded about it. I don't know how much I've talked about it. It's just a drag of a project. And the reason being, I changed the pattern a little bit because this top, I mean, it is beautiful. I'm really excited about it. I think you can see a little bit the lace flower. But the top, this may not be, I mean, I'm in my pajamas. I haven't even showered or anything. It is 9 a.m. on a Monday, and I was in Colombia last week.
So anyways, I'm just kind of starting my week with something with finishing a project. That's what I really want. So this top has, I'm gonna put the picture here so you can see that better, but it had a different kind of like a neckline, and just the top in general was different. And midway through the project, I realized this is really not me so much, like the shape of that. So I decided to change it. And I've never changed a pattern, or I've never came up with a pattern for anything. And so I did this myself, like the little strap, which looks really cute on, but I wrote down my pattern for this and I didn't do a great job. I don't know what I did, but I didn't do a good job writing it down. And so I've been stuck in the second one because I couldn't really get it to look the same. I think I'm finally past that. And so I am going to start my week by finishing this. Now, the other thing that I need to finish on this top is that originally, again, this top was supposed to be closed all the way here with buttons. I mean, the pattern actually has a couple options, like a strap, not a strap. Yeah, like a little, I don't know how to say it. I'll show it here. But I must have missed something. I messed up with my measurements, and my top is not going to close all the way down. And so what I'm going to do is that I'm basically going to just have buttons all the way to like my waist, and then I'm going to let the blouse kind of like flare out in the back, which is totally fine. Most of my pants, enough if not all of them, are high-waisted, so it actually would look like it was intended to be like that. So it's pretty. The one thing that I'm stuck with is finding buttons that I actually like. But to be fair, I haven't really looked for any buttons. I've gone to Hobby Lobby and Michael's looking for buttons for other projects. So I haven't really done the job for this one. So I spent a long time yesterday reorganizing this room because I am going to redo things. I'm going to paint. I got a light fixture. I'm going to change things around because currently I have this wall pink and this room is very small, and I have natural light or direct sunlight in the morning, but at night or in the afternoon past like noon, when the sun is like on that side, this wall is making the light here very weird. It's already making it a little weird. And so I haven't really been enjoying that. And I just want a refresh in general. I usually paint, and I've painted this room a million times because I feel like that my environment really allows me to feel a certain way. So, anyways, I am making that change. I'm probably going to share the process, the before and after, the things that I do and whatnot in a video. So I'll show you that. But I spent a long time yesterday reorganizing things. Okay, my apologies if the dogs bark too much. But there's like a lot of things here, and this is how I make it work. As long as I know where things are, I don't mind having this many things behind doors. I want to show you. So I have these things here. Let me see. Is it this one, the one I need? Okay, so I want to get the buttons. No, I don't think this is the one with the buttons. Wait, is it? Well, I have two things. Hold on. So first, my mother-in-law gave me this for Christmas, and I am obsessed with it. I actually cried when I opened it because, hold on. Let me just close this because it distracts me. She had taped these 3 vintage buttons here. So she bought this on eBay. It's all vintage buttons, but she had taped these buttons to the top of this tin can, which also I'm obsessed with tin cans, and she knows that. So this is a vintage tin can, and the buttons inside, I just love this gift. It was so thoughtful and just so me, that I am obsessed. I cannot think of anything more perfect for me and what I like than these buttons. The design and the fact that they're gold, and I am obsessed with them, like obsessed. So I'm going to really think about what project I'm going to be using them for. But anyways, I am looking for buttons for my blouse. So my mom gave me a suggestion that was very helpful. So the buttons of my crochet blouse are going to go in the back, and she said make sure that whatever button you use doesn't have like a little tail, like they're flat, basically flat buttons, because if you lean on something and the button has the little tails, that's going to be uncomfortable. And I was like, oh, I hadn't thought about that, right? Like what she meant was like something like this, like not to use something like this, not to use something like this, instead to use something flat. So there's a lot of cute things in this vintage bag. However, I need something small, and I don't think there's a lot of small things in this vintage tin can that are flat and small. So I have this, I got from IKEA, and it actually comes with two, a bigger one, but in the bigger one I have like scissors and things like that, like notions. Actually, I don't know if notions are these things or if notions are like the scissors and the little tools they use, the seam ripper and things like that. I don't know. What is it? Is it that buttons and elastics and zippers and things like that, or is it the actual tools? That would be helpful if anyone can answer that for me. Okay, so where's my blouse? It's here. Okay, so I'm thinking that I may have to try this on again, because if I'm not mistaken, last time I tried it on, I was like, well, actually, I want to bring I had used safety pins. Are these safety pins? Yes, safety pins to kind of like guide where I wanted the buttons. And I think last time I put it on, I was like, actually, I may want it to go a little bit more towards my waist or like towards my hips, like another one. So I may have to just check that. Okay, I have these ones. I usually have to cover my eyes for the camera to focus that. I have these ones, which I don't love, but it is what it is. And these are 11 millimeters. And if I'm not wrong, the pattern said that I needed 8 millimeters, which is quite small. I had originally bought this for them, but I don't know if that's the vibe that I want to give this blouse. They're cute, but I don't know if that's the vibe. I don't want the blouse to be like, oh, and again, they're thick. So I think what my mom said would happen. Like they're not going to be too comfortable. So that was helpful. I also got from Etsy a bag of random buttons, and there are some cute ones. However, nothing that I can use for this blouse. Lastly, I bought this the other day at Hobby Lobby, and they seem to be the right size for what I need because they're 9 millimeters. However, the colors are not great. I think maybe the pink ones would work, like this row. We'll see. not in the frame. A lot of craziness is happening because my husband just got here, and this is my blouse. This is my blouse, and I'm really happy with it. I'm very proud. And I think this is one that I'm gonna wear a lot because it looks or feels very Florida friendly. I'm really happy with the way that the straps came out, which is the part that I self-drafted. I mean, I shouldn't use air quotes because I self-drafted it. I'm really happy how that turned out. I think it's really cute the way that they are like thin here and they go wider here and then they go back to thin. I think it's really cute. The buttons came out really good. I think this is the right amount of buttons. This is what I mentioned before, that this is the part of the pattern that it shouldn't be like this, but clearly, as you can see, this was not going to close here at the bottom. So most of my pants are actually high-waisted, so I think this works perfectly fine. The way that this flares out right when the pants start, that is fine. I like it. I am really proud of it. I think it's really cute. I love the color. I do have to say though that in the camera you can see the design of the filet design a lot more than in person. When I look at myself in the mirror here, I don't see it as much as I see it in the camera. So that's something. I mean, I still think it's really cute. It fits very well. I'm really happy with it. It's really cute.